on it, Matt. It is the last ever BattlBox unboxing by me. As I mentioned in a couple of previous videos, I'm done with unboxings. I think they've served their time on the internet, and it's time to move on. I've obviously seen the content of this box, watched numerous videos, and I made a comment when Curran did his, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm getting rid of this box. And I had a bunch of people like jump all over me, and I just thought it was kind of comical. I said I don't see the value in the box, and I think people need to realize that we're not talking like monetarily or monetary value in these boxes that I don't see anymore. I don't see the value to me. I've got too much gear to begin with. I sell like 25% of each box I get because I just don't want it. And so I just think that $163, because they raised the prices when they changed the shipping company, is spent elsewhere, spent better elsewhere. So if BattlBox comes out with like a super killer box, I'll just go to BattlBox and I'll buy it. And I'll pay more money for it, and I'm okay with that. But they haven't done that in a very long time. So when you get things over and over again that are kind of a disappointment for what your expectations are, you are just kind of like, you change your mindset shift. I can't talk this morning. Probably because I lost my wallet. Anyway, let's jump right into this. If you're not familiar with BattlBox, I don't care, because I'm not going to push them, and I'm not going to encourage you to go get them. There are hundreds of videos out on YouTube. You can learn about BattlBox somewhere else. This is the Sit Rep card. This is a card that you get in every box. I get the Pro Plus, which is also known as the Knife of the Month, but it starts as low as 24 and it goes up to 150 minus shipping, 163 including shipping. So this month is Self Reliance. You know how I do these things, no discerning order. I'm not going to look at the card. I see things in here that people have talked about already, because like I said, I've already seen the unboxing videos. So first up out of the box is an owl. Not who. This is a sewing owl. And basically, this is something that everybody was really excited to get. And if you're Self-Reliance, yeah, I get that. But this is pretty much a heavy-duty needle and thread. Now, I kind of was like, when I first saw this, I was like, you know, they want me to sew? Like, what's their deal? But then I realized that I probably would throw this in an overnight hiking trip bag. It is quite heavy, to be honest with you, and I probably shouldn't have thrown the box away because I'm going to need the instructions probably, because I'm not that diligent. So, down there. But I think this might be a welcome item to me now. I don't think that I have such a negative opinion on it. So, that's first up that I see. Next up is a Pocket Tool Dual Grit Tool Sharpener by Marbles. Yeah, I don't like these kinds of grinding stones. In fact, if you do, email me and I'll mail it to you. You pay shipping though. So you can see, not totally impressed by this box. Then we have this, which is a little Opinel knife. This is a gentleman's knife is what I really would call it. It is a French knife manufacturing company, obviously through the name. There's a twist lock to lock the knife in place so it doesn't move around. The blade's probably about 2.5 inches. I don't know. I'm sure there's specs on here, but you know, I can tell I just really don't care. So it's pretty, it's not that sharp. So these knives in the bigger version are pretty much a staple in most people's EDC carry. I personally hate the designs of these knives, and I think they have this one listed for $13. Enough said. I don't think I'd use a $13 knife for anything. There's the big knife. Okay. And I knew this was coming. So this is pretty much this is a knife, but you're gonna end up making the knife. So let's just pull this out real quick. The steel is very, very nice. It's a condor knife. I'm assuming it's fairly sharp. It's sharp enough. And in here, there are some wood blocks. And what you would do is you would take these pins, pin it down, sand it down, and you would make basically your own knife with its own handle. Look, I think this is a great idea. We got this in another box. And I wasn't excited about it then. I'm not excited about it now. What makes me even less excited about this particular one is they value the knife, right? But then, when it comes in the same package, then they value the walnut blocks on top of it. Like, on a separate line. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this is one item. So, instead of trying to make the box look like it's worth more money, which apparently it's worth $261 this month, it's not. This is one item. So, don't do double line items. Another reason why I'm leaving BattlBox is they're doing shady shit. Tinder scraper from Ready Man. This is the exact same thing. I have one of these at home. Are they practical? Yes. However, the one that I have is a Smith's, and it's a tinder box, and it usually comes with a little box underneath. So you would take it and you would scrape this on wood, and essentially you would have shavings, which is basically your tinder. I really don't think that this should be, I don't know, valued at anything. And in here we have, what's the exact name for it? The DF4 Deadfall Trap. Now I'm actually pretty excited about this item. Now if you're not familiar with the deadfall is, look it up, but it is basically for trapping animals or killing animals in this instance. And essentially creating a deadfall in the wild, there typically has to be some sort of skill involved when it comes to actually notching the wood properly. And you have to have a good knife. And if you don't have a knife or a good knife, or you're just not really sure what the angles should be or how to achieve those angles, this is a great little thing. I actually will take this hiking and on overnights with me, not hiking, but like if I do an overnight, not necessarily to kill what I eat, but if I'm there for a couple nights and I hear something wandering around like a little critter, I will kill him. And this is a great way to do it. So actually pretty stoked about this. And then there is some snare wire that they gave as well. And then here is the controversial zombie tinder firebox. Now why is it controversial? Or why is it causing such a ruckus right now? Well, they value this at $60. And if you think for 1 minute that the items in this tin equals 60 bucks, we should have a serious conversation. This box is, here you go, paracord. This is a fire steel with a striker. A very nice one, got some good weight on it. Flint rock. This looks like char cloth, which you don't need to give people who are really outdoorsmen. It looks like some probably petroleum jelly cotton balls. And then there's a little wax fire tinder right there. This is for doing a pump drill, doing a hand drill, and then I honestly don't know. Anyway, that's not $60 in my opinion. And it's the only item that they gave in the Pro box this month. And people got this stuff and they're like, what is this nonsense? And for me, like, I know tons of people who do an Altoids tin fire starter kit. I have a fire starter kit that I created. And it's certainly, and there's high-end components in it. And it's in a pretty large box, much bigger than this, and it's a waterproof one too on top of that, which that is not. And essentially, I think I put it together for like $35. So, and I don't need someone to make char cloth for me. Actually, that's what this tin is for, is to make char cloth. You know, put a bunch of holes in it and then start the fire with stuff inside and then throw some cotton in there and then you have char cloth after a little while. Most of us know how to do that have spent any time in the outdoors, so we don't need char cloth on top of that. That was a pretty disappointing first half or first 3/4 or 9/10 of the box. Now, the knife of the month club. This is a Condor knife, and it is designed by Matt Graham. And if you are not familiar with Matt Graham, you should be. Even if you're not in the survival community, you might be familiar with him. He is one of the guys that replaced, I forgot which one now, on Dual Survival. He was also on another show called Dude, You're Screwed. He is from Utah. He is an incredible survivalist. In my humble opinion, he's not a tree-hugging hippie. He's just really good at what he does, so he doesn't bring a lot along. By the way, I am going to plug his new show because he's got a new one coming out on Discovery. It airs next week. It's called Bushcraft Buildoff. It's on Discovery Channel. Look at your local listings. If you like bushcraft, you like the outdoors, you will probably really enjoy his show. By the way, he looks like a freaking yuppie now without his beard. Anyway, so there we have it. This is an 8-inch blade. It's a high carbon steel. I forgot exactly what it was. There's a 90-degree edge, so that works well with your fire striker. The handle, like as small as it is, it's actually really, really, really nice. Comes sharp out of the box. Now, you know what that is? Who out there knows what that is? Because I do. Oddly enough, everybody had been asking what, in the other videos that I've watched, what this is. It's the Eye of the Condor. And this is a trademark. This has nothing to do, it's not indicative of the Matt Graham knife. It's indicative of Condor's knives. So, you know, if you were wondering what that was, it doesn't serve any purpose. It's a trademark. These grooves, too, they are not a blood run, which a lot of people thought for a pig stabber. It is literally for aesthetics. So this is a gorgeous knife. If you do watch Dual Survival and you do watch the episodes that have Matt Graham in them, he does use a knife very, very similar to it. However, his is made by himself and it only cost him $30 to do. And Condor's got this listed, I think, at like 100 plus. So I don't know, maybe email Matt Graham and ask him how he made a badass knife for, you know, $29, $30. It's a leaf design too, which is kind of a rare thing to see. It's kind of like a Bowie slash machete. So I like the knife. I appreciate it. I will actually be sending this off to get a custom Kydex sheath. It comes with a, looks like handmade leather sheath. I'd rather have a Kydex sheath for this. And I know somebody who does custom Kydex because I buy his wallet. Chase's custom Kydex. I'll put a link up in the description. That's the video. I am done with battle boxes. It's been fun. Not really. It's been disappointing. That's it. One more unboxing, which will be a scheduled unboxing, I should say. That's the Karen box. Like this video because you like that I'm not doing unboxes anymore. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you watched to the end and understand that this is my last BattlBox unboxing. For now. And for now I mean for at least a couple months. Didn't even make it a year. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Check out the other videos. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.